Hey everybody, this is MGVIDZ bringing you another game review. Today we're talking about Isolani, which is made by MGVIDZ. In Isolani, basically there is one star left in the galaxy, or in the universe. All of the different civilizations have basically connected at this one spot, and humans seem to be at the bottom of the chain, so you're working your way to fight for what's left of the human race, but there is the bad side of this, which is robots led by an individual named Cluster. So it's a first-person shooter, and I'll hop right in here and show you what it looks like. You can see I've played it through all of Episode 1 to get a feel for the game. And actually right now you can only play through Episode 1. The other episodes, you see Episode 2 comes out in 5 days, and no word yet on Episode 3. So this is coming out in pieces. There is a great there's a good story behind the game. It's maybe a little bit far-fetched that everyone is linked up with this one last star, but the graphics, the sound look really well done, and it's smooth for a first-person shooter as you're running through the level. So you can see the story behind here. I've got a shotgun right now. When we get into controls, there's a couple of things to keep in mind here. So first, you'll see on the screen right now I'm using a shotgun. When I run out, it'll auto-reload. If I want to reload, I just tap on the shells and it'll do it itself. Also, you see the three little dots down there. So this game auto-shoots for you. So if I put the red on him, it'll fire. But I can also press that dial at the bottom and just start shooting myself. Okay, so I really like the auto-fire feature here. I think it's a neat tweak. You can turn that off if you want to increase the difficulty. But I think it's pretty helpful playing on a phone or mobile device to have that feature. So I thought that was really cool. Also healing. So you'll see I'm taking damage once, well, not once, but even after I take damage, it'll slowly start to heal back for me. So you can see my life gauge at the top recovering, and there it does track my time as well for the level. So if I can set a level completion time and then try to come back and beat that. So controls, I think are good for a mobile game. I mean, it's easy to play, and you find yourself ducking back and forth behind cover to regain life, reload, and then take out those bots that are in front of you. On the replay side, well, I'm sorry, one downside to the kind of the gameplay here is that with certain levels right now, on level 1, or episode 1, you can only use certain weapons. So this level says I have to have a shotgun and a grenade launcher. Other levels, for instance, where you can use I'll show you other levels where you can use an assault rifle. I've upgraded and paid for the AK-47, which is really good, but it does kind of stink that you can only use certain weapons in certain levels, because you can imagine, going up with a pistol against some of these robots, it takes a while to kill them. But in later episodes, you can pay to unlock additional or stronger weapons, so we'll see if that improves with the next release in 5 days. On the replayability side, I think, like I said, one bad piece about this is that you can only play episode 1, right? So you play episode 1, and now, once you complete it, you're basically waiting for the next episode to come out. One thing that MGVIDZ did to kind of help that piece is that you have objectives that you can go back and try to complete, and I can show you those outside of the game. So I think that helps a little bit, but it definitely hurts from a replayability side when you can only play the first episode, right? That it's being released in sections. So that's unfortunate. The great thing though is for a good first-person shooter, this is free for download. So I mean, I think it's definitely worth giving a download a try. So I don't know if with additional later apps if you'll find in-app purchases. So right now, I bought the AK-47 for basically energy or lightning bolts. But if you look at the description online, it also says, hey, at least in the App Store, it says in-app purchases $1.99 for the AK. I don't think that's right, because I actually paid with energy. So here are some of the challenges that you can try to complete to earn stars. I'll show you the level layout back here. You can see I haven't completed any of the objectives on any levels. You can see my total electricity that I've gained are those little lightning bolts. But I don't have I haven't completed any of the objectives. So you see my stars there are blank. So overall, this is Isolani from MGVIDZ. I think it's a thumbs up on the graphics and sound play. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up on the controls and gameplay. It's really clean. The only thing I don't like is that I can't use my whole weapon. I can't choose from my whole weapon arsenal in each level. Right, I'm limited to a pistol in level 9 when I would rather have an AK-47. Or maybe it's level 8. But it is neat having the auto fire and the healing aspect. The replayability, kind of a thumbs down right now, just because you cannot go beyond episode 1. You've got to come back and start replaying objectives to not only get a better time, but get those stars. But it's great that it is free for download. A thumbs up there. So this is MGVIDZ with Isolani. I hope this is helpful. And once episode 2 comes out, we'll probably play through and then come back again and let you know, give you an update. Thanks. Take care.